I love how contradictive it is, and it's obvious to everybody, but I love how this is the guy that would post and try to make me look bad and try to make me look like I'm the one who's obsessed or I'm the one who's doing this and that. Yet they continuously come back, and they, as in him and Joshua, continuously come back with fake accounts, spam accounts to say something, continuously dislike my videos. These are the same people that have all this to say, but have me blocked on all social medias. You can't be more of a clout-chasing random gamer than that.
I feel like they're not grown in their head. I don't know how else to explain it. Just, if anything, criticism.
Make sure to turn down your volume in 3, 2.
Some people think too much of themselves, but with them I forget how. Keep the problems in the closet with the skeletons instead of solving them, and they drop it. They making it worse, telling friends and people that don't even know the truth.
Ain't no way. You know, hold on. I don't got my background up. Let me spawn that in. Alright, hold on. Let me get it back down. Oh, freaking man. Here we are again with this. And here I was, thinking it was all done. But no, not with this one. It's never done with this one. Let me give you a quick rundown. Let me just move my dinner out of the way right quick. So when someone's a nobody, obviously their name's not going to be shown. So that's why their name was not shown, along with their picture. Because if they're in the spot of being below the basic and surface level, obviously they're not going to be shown. If someone actually has the balls, unless they're a female, never mind. If they have the courage, apparently, because apparently it's like that, and it wouldn't be like that if they know they're wrong. If they were not wrong, you would think that a video would have been out already. You would think that something would have been done. But no. Because it's just video gamers being mad about video games, and that's this whole situation as a whole, as its entirety. And it is so disappointing that people are supporting these people's behaviors online, and it reminds me of a certain video. It reminds me of those videos made by something about chickens that I watched. It was on To Catch a Kick or something like that, of who these people remind me of. Even this overweight one that I'm talking about, this ex-Deadlyzz clone, this person reminds me of that. Let me pull up that video.
This is the video that was made by Something About Chickens.
And before I even finish all of that, keep in mind this guy was banned at the same time that certain people were banned, let's say related to this topic, on Twitter, on X. The guy got banned around that same time, so something's a little bit coincidental there. How come that guy's getting banned at around that same time? So we had to make a new Twitter. What was his Twitter handle? What was his username? What was his name? It was frickin' YV2. Something YV2. Ex-Deadlyzz clone YV2. Here's the funny part. His name right now is something monkey. It's not even the same name. He changed the name. Probably because people found him and connected him to that profile. And he's trying to hide that. Why would he change his name, I wonder? But that is the same guy. If you don't believe me, that's alright, because, I mean, it's already kind of over, and I didn't screenshot or anything. I already have enough going on. I'm a freaking president of Legendary Entertainment. I got a lot to do, and obviously, you know, being a freaking lord of LGE, being at the freaking very top, being above the top, being the Emperor Legend, being the Emperor Vampire Legend. They just need to get up on my level. Simple as that. Enough said.
They're good videos and good quality. He says he doesn't really know how to like confront people or debate or anything necessarily, but he actually does a decent job at it, and I think if that's one of the things that he continues to do, he's not bad at it. So definitely he should do more research and try doing more and new things, and I think he would actually become really good at it, because the fact that he made those videos shows, you know, how much potential he has. But these are the videos here if you want to go check them out and go look them up, because they are very important videos of people in this same community that is the people that have been you know, trying to cyberbully and attack me and harass me, and continue to do that on YouTube, but not just YouTube, but other platforms too. But YouTube for some reason has been allowing it, so I'm not very sure. I don't know what's being allowed here now. It's very interesting and weird, but that's just what YouTube's allowing, I guess.
Because for some reason they're scared of me. If someone has something to say and is willing to show that I've done someone so wrong as Deadlyzz or this or that, whatever Joshua probably told them, and maybe whatever JJ Orange told them, whatever. And it's basically, I guarantee, more than anything, it's probably going to be about real life, if anything. It's not going to have to do with anything on the internet or Deadlyzz or me now or back then or whatever. More than likely it's about that than online stuff, but I don't doubt that if it's about anything, it's also included that. But there's just more of a chance that it's about that. And I just find it odd because if I did something so bad, this is what I'm asking them to do. This is also connected to what I was just saying, to have the balls to do, or just in general, just if there's something that I did so bad, make a video on it, show proof and evidence, paperwork, documentation, anything. Call me up if you want to debate, and we can do that, whether privately or publicly, streaming it, whatever. That's where we can get things done. But if we're just sitting here and y'all are tweeting out and promoting my channel, basically, that's all the guy does. Anytime he wants like any type of views, because he's not getting any, because obviously those types of people don't get views if you're just gaming and you're not doing anything. And not even if you're just gaming, if you're just uninteresting and there's no reason to watch you, like these guys in that little gamer group, not even the fact that they game, like that's the only interesting thing is the game, not the gameplay, it's just the game they're playing. So that's what piques people's interest, is the exact game. Because everybody likes a game, and, you know, of course, if everybody likes something, everybody dislikes something, and I'm sure that there's people that like these guys. Here's the thing, though. The age demographic for that, I've seen their fans comment on my stuff. I've seen their fans, and they, as in this guy, his fans, and most of them have the below than 18 age demographic, which I find pretty sus and a little weird. But, I mean, this is apparently okay. If Dr. Disrespect can get away with it, then this guy can. And so can Joshua, and so that little gamer group can too. So, little weird that they're trying to call me out and make videos and then deleting them, or making a fake account to say all that stuff, and then hide it from the public. It's a little weird that this little gamer group's doing that. But they try to have such a clean image, and they're collaborating with random people, and I cannot wait to get to this one guy's background. And it's just the fact that it says variety. How many people are clones of Deadlyzz? That is the main question. This guy's a clone of Deadlyzz because that's all he uploads in his content. Of course, he deletes the VODs on Twitch, is what I'm talking about. He's been doing it even after Deadlyzz with Emperor Ultimate, but that's still exactly the point. He's still making content off of just watching and reacting to my content and saying he's criticizing it when all he's doing is talking trash, but saying he's not going to read all of what I wrote because it's a reality check. And the very fact that he's not doing that just shows that he doesn't care about his audience. He doesn't care about anything online. He doesn't care about anything. Maybe but himself. But no matter what, the point still stands and everything still stands, is the very fact that when you're not doing anything to make people care, how is anybody going to care except people that are just trying to get their names out there from doing what you're doing and what everybody else is doing, and that's just playing frickin' gaming and uploading it and streaming it, and the very exact same thing in repeated cycle like hamsters in a frickin' cage. Why is this what's interesting to people? Why is this even like remotely close to anything that gets views? If it does, why is that being compared to what I'm doing? Because there's no comparison. That's why I said earlier, below the surface level, below the ground level, because they are not at this point. They're not even at the basics yet, because all they're doing is copy and paste. Oh, variety content creator, variety content streamer, variety. Why did it start with Joshua? And then now all these random people are saying that. Zach Velocity, or all these random other people, and just all these people that just do the same exact thing. We are not on the same level. Y'all gotta realize that at some point. My quality might be good right now. That's obviously off topic. But for what I'm going to say, my quality might be the best, but this is already better than their first videos. Everything that they've ever did is still below the level now. Still below the level when I first started. When I first started, that was better than anything they could have thought of on YouTube, any other social. That's just obvious. That's not negative. That's not talking trash. That's not harassment and cyberbullying as they've been doing to me and still getting away with it. Which, by the way, YouTube, that's okay on your platform, right? Because this has been happening for years, and you guys know about it, so, you know, no one can act like they don't know about it. I mean, if you want to, you can, because we're not celebrities, or we're not popular, we don't have all the numbers, right? So, that's where it gets a little bit confusing, but that's just something I do want to establish and say before I continue. I guess it's too much pressure on him and them, because now when I do what they're doing to me to them, but not in the negative manner, and not the same exact thing, but when I'm doing the things and I'm calling them out and really hitting it on the nail and hitting the point right through, then it's overwhelming for them. Then they're getting freaking overwhelmed and stressed out, and it's all going wrong. How weird is that when they do it to me, nothing. Absolutely nothing. But when I do it to them, it's almost like a child female reaction. The ones that are males. It's very interesting to me because, you know, it's kind of weird that it works that way, but it's very odd that they're just so small and so much nothingness. That excuses and all these things will be what they do and say, but nothing happens. Except nothing at all, because they aren't doing anything to do something. If that doesn't make any sense, well, I mean, that's basically one of the things I'm saying in this video, so, you know, there's that. You woke up and just saw that. Give me a freaking break. No, you're trying to act different than how you do in real life and make this fake persona like Joshua, the Alpha Shadow Hawk clone, and that little gamer group. You're trying to portray someone you're not. Just be yourself. Stop trying to act cool and trying to act like you have the most clout or whatever. Stop trying to act like a person you're not, because you're going to get in a lot of trouble without even realizing it, and then there's that. See, the thing is with me, though, I don't portray a character anymore. And even when I did with Emperor Ultimate and Deadlyzz, the most difference that it was me putting on different clothes for Emperor Ultimate, and me just dialing up how I behave in real life and just playing just a little bit of a character. And Joji was universally loved by everybody, and no one really said anything about him or freaking any of them. But the very second that I do something similar like that, and like iDubbbz, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden it's a bad thing. Now, obviously the difference is the numbers and the viewership and the people in the audience, but that shouldn't matter. If they're similar to me, and the reason why is because I'm not a gamer, so these people can't say, oh, no, you're not like them, and they're subscribed to iDubbbz and Joji and all of that, or Filthy Frank TV. No matter what, the only reason they can't think of stuff like that is because they've been playing video games all their life, since a kid, and then they continue to do it. And that's all. That's all. They don't have adult thoughts, they don't pay bills, they don't have a job, so they don't understand how the adult life works, nor how competent thinking works. It doesn't even take any critical thinking to even see that and compare me and them, because their content is amazing and unique, and so is mine. And if you disagree or deny that, why is that? Make a video. Proof, evidence, documentation, paperwork, anything like that. And just combining that with my normal self, with Deadlyzz. And then in a way that was a little bit the same with Emperor Ultimate, but it was just really weird, and I didn't really rock with it completely. But it happened, and it was a gimmick. I tried it out. I tried the character out, and overall, I just didn't like it. So, there's that. But no matter what, at least I'm never portraying a character, and even when I was, it was still basically myself, and technically myself when you break it all down. So, no matter what, if I'm playing a character or not, it's always been the same person. I've never acted any way. How you see me on the internet is exactly how I am in real life. Alright, let's start it off with the screenshots, shall we? Let's go. Yeah, I would have done this on PC, but I didn't. So, let's start it off. So, he's saying, woken up to my fans sending me a college thesis paper, and then I just say, haha, you're funnier than me. You're hilarious, man. And then it says sarcasm. It's pretty funny because when I first saw him, I legitimately thought it was a female. I'm not kidding. Like, no, before the voice, before anything, when he was playing that guitar in those response videos before he deleted them or got scared or whatever, both of those combined, when he originally made those videos, I thought he was a female. I'm not saying that as talking. I'm not saying that as freaking criticism. Nothing. I legitimately saw it and thought it was a female. I'm not even kidding. Anyways, he is white. So let's see. Next up, it's just a text of something that I was trying to both explain to him that this is stupid. Why do you exist only for making content on promoting me? And then it's just, making examples so he understands, because he's going to put in the time to read it even though he's about to say that he doesn't. And I'm just saying, letting him know, trying to help him. I'm saying, what you're doing isn't working. And you can ignore this and you can read this or leave me on red and not read this. But if you don't read it, then you're going to lose. And that's what I kept telling him. I said, no matter what your little group does, it'll result in the same thing every single time. That's what I just explained. I was trying to help him, but he just doesn't care about gravity or whatever he does. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. It's not on the freaking roster of anything. It's not ever competed, so I have no idea what it is, and I've never heard of it. That's such a joke. You have every second of the day, and you spend it on being online, terminally online. You cannot make the excuse that you just woke up and saw that. I highly doubt that. That's such an excuse, and everybody can see it and knows. Even if I didn't say it, there is no absolute way that you woke up and the very first thing you do, out of everything you do, as soon as you see my message, you screenshot that and you put it on your Twitter. But you're saying that I'm trying to milk the whole thing. You're saying all these things that I'm doing, that, I'm a toxic person and this and this and that. But yet, any chance you get, you promote me and you try to make me look bad. And yet, you have deleted the videos that you tried to expose me on. And everybody else that's made a video hasn't even been public about it. I mean, of course, there's that 26 mental breakdown and psychotic meltdown that Joshua or the Alpha Shadow Hot Clone had. There's that. But I mean, come on. That's the first time he's acted like that in all of his content. Are you really thinking, and are you sure that people are really going to believe him off of that? Because I highly doubt that. He doesn't even show any proof or evidence, paperwork, documentation, nothing. None of these guys do. So how can you tell me that you believe what they're saying? Unless you're just gullible and you installed Fortnite and still play Call of Duty in 2024 and trying to do esports. Otherwise, I don't see any of these people saying anything.
And it's funny that he tries to make fun of me, but of course he posted as soon as possible. As soon as that message went a day ago, the very second that I send that message, he instantly posted, because he doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't have any phone calls coming in just like me. He doesn't have the same things as me, because he's always on his phone. He's always on the internet. He's always there. So you would think that if he was as successful as he says and has all the clout and has everybody that he says he has watching him and everybody that cares what he does watching him, you would think that it would show. But obviously the only thing that shows is the complete opposite, and always will show. And for the past 4 years it showed. Even before that it showed. It's always going to remain the same as long as he exists.
So I replied, crazy, anytime you get a chance you post anything about me. The very second that you're able to. The very second that you think of doing it, you do it. You're a gamer. Move on and find something else, then maybe people finally might care about what you do. Bye, random. Continue promoting me on your socials to your children age demographic. So there's nothing to really say after that. That's just pretty straightforward and, not anything negative. So if you see this as negative, then, I don't know, how are you incompetent and unintelligent and illiterate? But yeah, let's get back to it. And then he says, and no, I ain't reading all that. Yes, you will. Yes, you did. And because you've done all the research and spent all that time making videos about me, and you still watch my channel to this very day, you will read it. You're going to, and you're going to tell your friends, because I see right through you. That's exactly what you are. I could read you and Joshua like a book. Come on now. And 24 people did not care and didn't say anything. No likes at all. There's no, actual viewership here. What? Am I just seeing, a spam account? Because I don't see any, anything. No viewership or anything. No likes, comments, retweets. There's just nothing that's actually being shown to prove that people are actually caring about that and what he's tweeting out. It's almost like he's just shouting out into, what do you call it? An echo chamber.
And I'm sure Joshua got that idea from that overweight Deadlyzz clone. I'm pretty sure. Because most of the stuff he says to other people that he gets in drama with, he just says the same thing back. So I'm pretty sure that the overweight one's giving him a lot of ideas. Because he hasn't came up with anything on his own.
I find it absolutely hilarious that he says he's not going to read that, but he had to go through all my videos to make his hour-long videos on critiquing me or whatever it was. He said it was trolling. So it's weird how at first it was trolling, then he made 2 or 3 new hours of long videos about trolling. I wasn't there, so who's he trolling? His viewers? So at that point, I think I know why he took them down. When someone's jealous and envious and very mad that they cannot do the same thing, and they're just having no way of getting attention at all, they have to do these types of things. I replied, 1 comment and 1 likes. Point proven. Find another hobby. Gaming ain't it for you. Try a job?
And then anytime people see what I do, they react like this.
And me and everybody that knows this guy and sees this guy talk to me in the way he talks to me and what he says to me, anybody that sees him and me says this to him because, you know, it's just something that him, and I also say that to the rest of the little gamer group and anybody that sees them and how they, you know, been trying to, you know, bully me in one way or another. This is their reaction. It's crazy, bro. Because, like, this is what they need to do to become men and adults, you know what I'm saying? And to finally grow up and get off video games. And, oh, man, you're making a video game? That's crazy, bro. No one cares. And obviously he's getting help. He never did anything himself, so, you know, he's going to need help for that. But anyways, let's bring up the third picture. So this guy, I don't know who the heck this guy is, but he says, to be honest, best to ignore them. Block them, since from the looks of things, you did something that triggered this NPC event. Who cares?
Who?
A lot
cares?
of people.
Who cares?
Get off of Omegle and go think, why am I harassing children on the internet?
Who?
Why do I think it's okay to harass teenagers? You!
Cares?
That's funny. It's almost like if they said that to me, that's what I've been doing. But because it's that person and because they're all the same types of people and sheep and bots, because they're all defaults, this is how they talk to each other. This is their conversations, by the way. This is what they say and talk to each other about. I saw that. I'm like, ain't no way someone actually replied. This was like a day ago, whatever. Obviously didn't really care. But I was like, I wonder if he posted it, because I don't doubt that he posted it. And guess what? He's a man-child. He posted it. He's a female. And I replied, ignore them for calling them out? Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. Why would he ignore me for me calling them out? I mean, that's basically what I said. I didn't, you know, I was just writing the comment. I didn't, you know, get it exactly how I wanted to say it right away because I was just doing it, and I've been busy every day trying to get, you know, content out and trying to get all this stuff out. So right away I'm not going to, you know, say everything, because this doesn't cross my mind. This doesn't, you know, this doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is Legendary Grand Entertainment. What matters to me is this. And my favorite thing, free speech. Or freedom of speech. Same difference.
Thanks, YouTube.
So I was like, nice logic. He doesn't have to read it. He can keep farm promoting my content on his socials and Twitch while y'all support him for doing criticism. Uninstall Fortnite and grow up. Just come on. Because y'all are supporting someone who's been doing this for so long.
Because of video games. If it's about the Joshua situation, because of video games. If it's about anything else, it's because of video games. If it's about JJ Orange, it's about video games. Nothing more, nothing less. It'll never change.
And not see this as, hey, can we play the game? I know you're talking about him, and I know you care so much about him, but can we just play the game and stick with that and just stop talking about something that's 4 years ago? I bet you that's something that someone said, and then they instantly get blocked, because that's what Joshua would do, and that's what both of them would do, because they're the same type of people that attract the same type of people around them. So if this person's around them, obviously they're just like them, randoms. Going down a little bit, I say, and yet you copy and paste gamers are going to stay random for that reason. Choose a different hobby, because, I mean, you know, you could do whatever you want, but I'm getting straight to the point. If they continue to keep doing this and not anything else in their life, then they're not going to get anywhere else in life, because they're just going to be the same thing and that they already are. My response, why did I word it that way, was because I'm trying to help him. If he doesn't want the help, like Joshua, like the Alpha Shadow Hawk clone, if they do not want the help, then don't say nothing. Just don't respond to it. Simple as that. But I guess that's just too hard. Being a man is hard for some people. Why is that? I'm not beating around the bush or, you know, frickin' anything like that, sugarcoating anything. I'm just being straightforward and blunt. Like a teacher. I'm being like a teacher to these people because, you know, I've been on the internet long enough. I've been here long enough. I bet you that I'm the oldest person out of all these people. Maybe the overweight one is older because he's terminally online, but I don't know. I don't care. And the neckbeards that are around in that little gamer group. But no matter what, I don't doubt that I'm the oldest person here in this whole thing that's going on. I'm not in it, but it's just going on because, like, after this video, I'm going back to the rest of the population and going back to not caring about this while these people hate me and hate this and that and don't even know who I am. So how can you hate something you don't even know about? That's just nonsense. That's illogical. Anyway, so bringing up this here, this is what I was just talking about. But you'll see that in a minute. But you're kidding me right now. It doesn't get any more generic than this. Back streaming the games I want to play. Yep, that'll get people's attention. That'll get people to want to watch you right there. That's the only description you need. That's what you need to tell them to let them know what they're about to get into. What they really want to see is just back streaming the games that you want to play, not what they want to watch or anything. You know, screw the fans. I mean, that's this little gamer group. That's how they feel about the fans. They don't care about the fans, and because I do, they want to try to make fun of me for it. But, like, screw the fans. It doesn't matter what they want. It's what I want. And then, of course, he joined during COVID. This right here is also all you need to know. For someone that joined during a time when everybody else was doing it and really started to do it, of course, one of these people would have an opinion on someone who's been doing it way longer than that. Soon on episode 3 of the Catch a Kick. Yeah, he does everything but YouTube. Everything but YouTube. Whatever Heartbeat is, frickin' every social media he has, except Snapchat, of course, but we're just leaving that out. But the example here is YouTube. He does not have YouTube. He has Twitch and Kick. So if you're on either of those platforms, that just should explain everything. Because once again, here's this video that it reminds me of, and I'm just going to circle Kick too because of it. Shout out to both of these guys, I guess. Because, I mean, this is, you know, basically doing that when I show screenshots and stuff. So there's that. I don't really have anything to say. This was a long time coming. To do what? To do what? I don't really. All right, whatever. Moving on. It's just like what is it? An echo chamber. What a good example. At least they know where they're at. Saying words like that, they know exactly where they're at, but they just won't do anything about any of their situations, and you know, get help and get better. It's just how are you in therapy and you're responding to things like this? That's when you know you need more than therapy, but that's for that other guy. We're talking about the same little gamer group, by the way. Me and the population are over here. The entire world's population, and even you guys, we're all the way over here. These people are all frickin' in the bottom of the Rancor pit and just barely struggling to survive. And in frickin' socials and everything that they're trying to do in content, there's no surviving if there's nothing there. It's just spam is all it is. If it's copy and paste generic content, then how can it be in any way interesting and actually something that someone wants to watch? You cannot tell me that about this little gamer group of people. It's nonsense at that point. It's unintelligent. Obviously, they're illiterate. I mean, just look at what frickin' Alpha Shadowhawk the clone does and what he writes. He can't even spell simple words. I don't see how that's a hard thing to do, but I mean, if he's paying attention to all of this, putting all of his energy, dedication, and effort and all of that, including this little gamer group, I can see why they're at the bottom and never will go anywhere until they stop this. And for privacy reasons, because, you know, and we're not on frickin' Kick, we're not on X, we're not even on Twitch, we're on YouTube, alright? So obviously things work a little bit differently around here. I'm a YouTube guy. Paul Heyman's an ECW guy. Vince is a WWE guy. Probably the other Paul being Triple H. And I'm a LGE guy, but I make content on YouTube. I make content on everything, but I'm a YouTube guy. I've been on YouTube longer than everything else, and I've enjoyed it the most, and I'm here for that very reason. If this post is going to be posted like they always do, I'm going to make this video. Because people that have no viewership and no one actually watching them have every reason to have a chance to go for any type of fame that they can get, any type of attention they can go for, and so that's why this random is choosing to post about me. Now, why am I making a video on this? Why didn't I just ignore it? Because I feel like it, and I can do it anyways. Because ain't nobody gonna try to call me out and say that they're criticizing some things, and then delete all those videos. So, how's that? Why did you make those videos and spend all that time making those videos and then
record and live stream on Twitch Emperor Ultimate's content? They upload and live stream all of that to whatever they're doing and do that for a very long time just to delete the VODs and then maybe completely stop? I don't think that they ever stopped. I'm pretty sure to this day and every day after this they're going to continue doing that because this is their life. This is all they do. This is what they want to do with their life.
Which one is it? Like, every single time that he has a chance, he'll post about it, he'll put it on his Twitch and stream about it and talk as much trash as he can because he can do it on Twitch. That's the catch. That's the very thing. But where he can't do it is YouTube. That's why I'm showing you this on YouTube, because I'm a YouTube guy. And yeah, I could do a little bit of some Twitch, and I'm sure he's going to show his friends this video. I'm sure he's going to share this video and post this video and say, worst rant about me, whatever, but not have a response at all, including not even talking about it on his Twitch, not even talking about it. And if he does, he has his friends in that stream. That's when he gets the confidence and courage. But if it's himself, he never has any idea of what to do or say. Because the last time he tried doing that, and we had that Black Ops 3 1v1 that he uploaded that he lost, that's when he knew he could not keep up with me, and still can't. So, anytime he can leech off the fame that I have, he's going to do it with his little gamer group. But this time, someone else actually responded. Normally, and obviously, he doesn't have anyone looking at his tweets, has 300 followers, but no one watches him. And yeah, you could say that about me too, with 350 subscribers, but who really comes back? He did say that in his old video that got taken down. And yeah, that happened before on Deadlyzz. Some people just subscribe. I don't know what it is, and it's something that confuses me also. And that's not necessarily in a bad way saying that about me, and obviously he meant that in a negative manner, negative way, is who actually comes back and watches you. Exactly, no one, basically, is what he's saying. But he's actually, in a decent way, right, because even I'm kind of confused about that too, because obviously I deserve more. Otherwise he wouldn't have said that to bring it up in the first place. Obviously I deserve all those people watching. Wow, I'm back in here in the computer room. Anyways, if there's any time that I would agree with them, even though there's like no chance of that happening in any universe, any freaking timeline, in any way possible, that would be the only time I would decently agree with him, because I'm confused why I'm not getting those people too. Now, if there's something that he knows that I don't, there's that. And if there's something that he knows that everybody doesn't, then there's that. But that's just for that situation. Besides that, we really don't agree on anything besides of what we like. And we like similar things, but the guy just doesn't want to be friends because JJ Orange or Joshua, or is he trying to like be the hero and try to, you know, save them like a female? Like what is he trying to do? It's like, is he like a crusader? Is he trying to be like some dictator or something? Is he trying to be like, I'm the one to call this guy out, and I'm the voice of the people, and we don't like Deadlyzz and all this? Like, what is he trying to do? Why can't he be friends with me? We both like Pokemon, including Joshua. He plays Pokemon with Joshua in Minecraft. We all three like that. And yet these guys don't see that. They only see the bad and everything that isn't even proven to be true, isn't even actual legitimate things that have been proven with no proof or evidence. They're just like, yep, that's true. They're just straight gullible, believing whatever they hear, and boom, just like that. So there has to be an underlying reason why this guy doesn't like me. So, and obviously it's because he's just mentally deficient. Otherwise, there is no reason why he can't like me. Literally the same for that little gamer group. That's the reason why they don't like me. They have no reason. If there was a reason, they would have told me. But it's always about, gaming. That's always the only reason. So obviously they don't have a reason. But it really just is a weird situation overall. I really don't know. So I'm just playing it by the book, I guess you could say. I think that's how you say that. And I'm sure someone's going to say it, so I'm going to explain this right quick. Me giving this publicity and giving this guy promotion and basically showing his channel. I'm not sponsored. None of these guys have sponsors, so there's nothing there. Even though obviously I'm sponsored by frickin' Legendary Grand Entertainment with Toothless going crazy over there.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Is he gonna sweep? Hold on, he's jumping up. He's jumping up. Hold on. He running back. Yep. There's just sweeping. Oh, he's sweeping. Oh. All right. Anyway, people can say that I'm, giving them somewhere to give them some kind of viewership, but it's really the opposite unless you agree with those guys and whatever else that they're saying and doing. Unless you agree with them or you like them or whatever the heck, then you can do that. But when you look at what I'm saying and you hear what I'm saying, no critical thinking, by the way, just listen to what I say and you understand everything I'm saying. And if you don't, you could do the research of whatever questions you have. Just Google it. That's what a lot of people say nowadays anyway. If you understand what I'm saying and you get this, I don't think there's any reason why you would want to go to any of their channels or any of their platforms, socials, because this video is like a reason of a bad impression, because this guy was just commenting from the sidelines on a post tweeting about promoting me from the sidelines. So dust. But you want to call me an NPC? Look at your background. Variety open world streamer? You can't even give me the excuse of where you got that. I mean, come on. NPCs are non-playable characters, right? They're computers. Like bots. Like things that are copy and paste. Like things that are the exact same. Like generic things. So where do you think that puts you? With Joshua, with his about section saying variety content creator or whatever he thinks he is. Where do you think this puts you when you are exactly calling yourself variety? Why is it variety? Give me an example. You might as well, all you guys might as well make a clan. This little gamer group, you might as well make a clan called Variety and put me as the leader because that's where you got it from. You might as well just make a clan called Variety and just go from there because every single one of you put Variety in there. Because of Deadlyzz. Is it that hard to come up with anything on your own and be creative? Come on now, it's not that hard. And just do that. So, I'm going to just leave it at that. The fact that they call me an NPC, but yet they're making the same content as each other. They're all calling each other variety content creators, variety open world streamers, variety this, variety that. It's so hilariously contradictive. The very fact that they do that. We're not in the same lane. Stay in your lane. We're not in the same area. It doesn't work like that. Like this guy, I'm gonna circle it out, actually. I'm gonna circle this. This guy joined during COVID. He tried to profit off of it like everybody else did during COVID. I've been doing this since 2012. So for anybody that wants to call me out on anything, do your research first. I bet you if any one of them, anybody, you pick any one of those little gamers in that little gamer group, you pick one person and you tell them to do the research and they do that, or if they just do that, no matter how example and analogy that goes there, if they do the research, they wouldn't say anything. They would stop talking at that point. Because then they would know, they would be like, oh man, I only game. I don't do all this stuff. I only do video games. All this extra stuff, I can't do that. I can't keep up with that. I can't do that. Because that is exactly it. They're just video gamers. They stream video games, that's it. And of course, he's a Twitch streamer, which explains everything that needs to be known. For everybody that wants to say that I'm just choosing these people and saying it's only these people, these are the only people, this little group of gamers, these are the only people that are even doing this. They all talk the same, they all walk the same, they all do the same things. So when it's these people for years that don't find resolution in the problems that they keep continuing to make and the mistakes they keep continuing to make, when they don't do anything about that, they're just going to come back to things that make them not feel good because they made that happen. This wouldn't happen if it weren't for them making it happen. They're the problem. They're the ones who started this whole thing, and then they think that they just cannot do anything about it. They haven't and can't and won't and don't. So I have to be the one to finish it. The thing is, it's already finished before it began. There's nothing there. But I choose to finish it to just teach them a lesson and show them the right thing to do. What I mean exactly by that is to better themselves and to just not keep making mistakes by going at me and just by making mistakes. How did he trigger him failing? Because if you think I care about him failing and him getting mad at me because he's failing and because he failed at trying to beat me in a 1v1, he failed at trying to make me look bad, he failed at everything he does, and it's embarrassing and humiliating to everybody that sees it, except the people that have Fortnite installed and that are variety. People of variety. Wow, all the variety when they just do one thing. That's so accurate. And before anybody else is like, oh, but your Twitter doesn't get any likes, and your YouTube and this and this and that, but and what about you? You're not getting all these numbers. Because the difference between me and that little gamer group is I don't care about numbers. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. You can be added to the numbers. Because I assume that you're new if you're saying that without research. So no matter what, if you are saying that, you clearly didn't do the research. There's no way. That is impossible to play games and then get mad about it. Like gamer rage, sure, but to stalk and obsess over people that you don't even know because they beat you in a Call of Duty match is just absurd. How do you come up with that conclusion? Well, then again, the female freaking girlfriend isn't there for them, so I mean that's probably one thing, and also they don't have any friends, so I mean their friends aren't going to do anything but encourage that and agree with them and not actually tell them and help them. So I have to be that person to help them because their friends aren't, their family isn't, if they're around even friends or family. Those other people, whoever they're around, is not helping them, so I gotta be the one to step in and actually do that. I help people. If they don't want that, they could just stay away. But they just don't want to stay away for some reason. Why is that? I'll literally talk about this being a freaking pride flag and they'll call it out and be like, oh, look at your floor, look at your chair, look at this and that. The chair that I sat in 2021, one of the things that he said, that was just a chair. Who cares? They always say, oh, who cares about what you're saying or who cares with that? Do you not realize what you said before that? Do you not realize what you're going to say after that? Do you not realize the reason why you don't have success is because you do unsuccessful things. You move unsuccessfully. And you want to try to go in my Instagram comments. You want to try to talk to me all the time. But yet you don't care? Which one is it? You hate me or you don't care? Choose one. It's one or the other. If you feel emotional about something and you feel a way about something, you care. That's emotions. You care enough to even care. But if you don't feel anything and you actually don't care, like me, and like me about this little gamer group and everything that goes on in drama in general, try it out. It's kind of fun. It's pretty good. Feels good. So it's not a hard thing to do to try out something new. Try out anything else but gaming. That is my main advice for this video. I think that's the one thing I want them to learn from this video too, is those two things. After that, I don't freaking know, just get a job. I wouldn't expect Twitch streamers to know even how to do anything but what everybody else on there does, including that little gamer group. I wouldn't expect them to know anything and to do anything besides play video games and stream it. So, you know, you can talk all you want, that's completely fine. Go for it, do what you want. But it doesn't change the fact that if that's all you do, how are you even talking about me and calling me an NPC? You might want to take a look around and read the room.